Alright, so my first coming out video was 3 years ago this month, and this is my second coming out video. So welcome and happy Pride Month! Got my little pride flag here. I also have like a massive, gigantic one that I had in the other video, but this one just felt a little bit more manageable for this video. I also have the bisexual pride flag, which was my first coming out video that I came out as bisexual, and I don't have a flag for what I identify with now. So maybe someday, I don't even know what that flag looks like, honestly. I should probably Google it. But maybe someday I will come across a flag for my new identity and then be able to use that one as well. So let's talk about it. So 3 years ago, my first video was coming out as bisexual. At that point, I knew that I was also, spoiler, here we go, pansexual, but nobody really knows what pansexuality is. And so it was easier to just say, I'm bisexual, because people know what that is. And so pansexual, and I think I even mentioned this in my first video, that really identify as pansexual, but I'm confident now to fully say that yes, I'm definitely pansexual, not really bisexual, although even the other day I was filling out a doctor's form and they asked for sexuality and they did not have pansexual, so I had to put bisexual. So it's still kind of an ongoing thing, but I definitely feel comfortable identifying as pansexual. So what is pansexuality? To me, pansexuality is being attracted to somebody no matter what gender they identify as. So for example, bisexuality can feel constrictive because it's saying, oh, it's a binary, you're only attracted to men or women. Whereas pansexuality is saying, hey, I don't really care what that person identifies as, I'm just attracted to them. That person could identify as gender fluid or gender non-conforming or transgender, and all of those things are under the umbrella of pansexuality. So yeah, I just look at somebody being like, I think that they're an attractive person and I want to get to know them more, and I don't really care what they identify as. I definitely still am attracted to like certain types of people. So people who are more androgynous I think are really hot. So I still have like definitely like types within that, but in general, yeah, I don't look at someone being like, oh, they identify as a woman or they're transgender, so I'm not going to date them. Like, that's just not a thing for me. And so yeah, I'm just like so excited to continue exploring my identity. I think that this might not be, you know, the last time that I come out. There are kind of other things, and I guess I'll put like a little teaser here. I don't know, I'm very interested in just maybe exploring being non-binary. Like, I have never ever really identified with like traditionally girly things. You know, I don't wear makeup. I didn't really, you know, wear a lot of dresses or skirts growing up. I just don't really identify with like very girly things. And so, you know, definitely being non-binary is something that I'm interested in exploring. Like, I don't mind the pronouns they, them. And so yeah, that's kind of something in the future that I'm excited to continue exploring, because labels can be super helpful to help you identify with a group of people, but then labels can also be like, they can just make you feel like you have to conform to something. And so, you know, non-binary is just something that feels a lot more freeing, and it feels a lot less constrictive in society's like definition of what it feels like to be a woman. And so I don't know, I definitely am just interested in exploring that, and I might like do a whole video on that at some point as I continue to explore like that possible identity more. And so yeah, I'm just like really excited for Pride Month. It's just such a beautiful celebration time, and it's really good to like increase visibility during this month, just with all of the attacks on the LGBTQIA+ community right now in America and just around the world. And so, you know, I think this is just a really good time to like celebrate beautiful things. Like, it's celebrating love, and it's celebrating the beauty of what makes all of us unique and different. And, you know, I think that that's such a cool thing. And so yeah, I just wanted to kind of jump on and talk about this a little bit more. I really hope to go to a Pride Month celebration someday. I did not get to go to any again this year, so I came out for the first time during the pandemic, and even before I had like officially come out to just I guess, the world, and was like publicly not straight. I definitely would have gone to prides, but I just never had the opportunity or didn't know of ones that were happening. I wasn't, you know, as involved in the queer community, and it just wasn't as visible. And so I definitely regret that and really want to go to a pride celebration because I want to be like involved in the community more, and I want to be able to celebrate it publicly. And like, there was this local celebration I really wanted to go to. They just had so many fun things. Like, they had a drag show. I love drag shows. They're so fun. And they just had all of these really fun things I really wanted to go to, but unfortunately I still cannot drive because of my brain fog, and so I did not have a ride. So if anyone wants to go to pride celebrations in the future as an ally or as part of the community, please let me know and would offer me a ride, because that's, I think, kind of like the next step in celebrating my identity, is to just be able to, you know, go and do it publicly outdoors. You know, I still would wear a mask and everything just because I do have to be so careful with my health, but I would love to do that. Like, that would be the next step, and that would be so much fun. And so yeah, that would be really cool. As far as dating, I'm not really dating. Maybe I'll do a whole like video on that, but I've just been so focused on my health, and it's been really hard to even, you know, put energy into friendships and stuff. And so before I ever put energy into like a romantic relationship, I definitely need to have the capacity to like be social again and catch up with friends and stuff. So yeah, just not really dating. I mean, I'm like open to it, but I just don't have the energy. Like, relationships take so much energy, and so I just don't really have the energy to put into cultivating a relationship right now. But that is something that I'm putting out there for the future. I'm hoping that my health kind of takes a turn and I'm able to, you know, cultivate friendships again, and then be able to focus on maybe dating in the future. That's what's so funny, is I have a really bad gaydar. And so it's been really difficult for me to date not straight presenting, you know, because I'm just so used to more straight presenting relationships and dating, you know, guys. And so that's something I really want to explore in the future, is, you know, dating more people who are part of the queer community. And so yeah, that's an intention that I'm like putting out to the universe, is to hopefully give me the energy to cultivate my friendships first. And that's something else too that I really am passionate about, is like, before you date someone, to kind of cultivate a friendship first. Yeah, that's something that I would like to do in the future again, like I said. So just waiting for my health stuff to settle down, and hopefully to have more energy at some point, and then be able to kind of pursue maybe more romantic relationships again. But it has been a while. I have not been in a relationship during the whole pandemic. And so yeah, it's just very complicated with my health situation, with me being immunocompromised and having to be in like a bubble, and so having to wear a mask if I go out anywhere. It just complicates dating a little bit, but that's okay. Like, I'm okay with that, you know? Like, I am happy. That's the thing. Like, I don't need someone else to complete me. I'm so happy as I am. And so at some point in the future, I would just love to find someone who compliments me, who adds to my life, and is able to understand, you know, all of my health stuff. And yeah, just be able to kind of navigate that with me, because it's complicated and I understand that. Anyway, I am just so excited to just talk about pride. Like, to me, this video is my pride celebration, since I did not get to go to any pride celebrations this year. And so yeah, I did go to a No Kings protest actually, and that was my kind of pride celebration. Like, I got a ride to that. I went with my dad, and so I wore my pride, like my huge pride flag that's massive. I wore it as a cape, actually, to kind of keep the sun off. But that was kind of my like pride celebration, and it was really fun to kind of go out and be able to, yeah, just like present myself as my fully authentic, like, out self. And so it was really fun. I had my dad as an ally put these in his back pocket, and that felt really good. So thanks, Dad, for being an ally, because that definitely means a lot. So that was my kind of pride celebration this year, was going to a protest wearing my pride flag, which was just so colorful and fun. I love pride flag. I don't unfortunately have a new pride flag. I know that we have a new pride flag that is even more inclusive. These I think I got in my college, and then the other two pride flags I was gifted. I have, again, both of these, but massive in massive form, and I was gifted those, and so I have yet to get one of the new flags that are even more beautiful. So yes, that is definitely a goal of mine too. 1, go to Pride. 2, get the updated Pride flag, which is even more inclusive. I believe it has like the intersex symbol on it. Yeah, that's definitely on my list as well. So thanks for joining like my Pride celebration this year. Definitely comment below how you celebrated Pride, and if you went to any Pride celebrations and what they were like, so I can live vicariously through you, because I want to go to a Pride so bad. But I also have like, you know, sound sensitivity and stuff, so I think I would need to take my noise canceling headphones. I know like the one that I wanted to go to had DJs and stuff, and I'm just very sound sensitive still, so I think I would have to take accessibility devices for myself. I can't really be in the sun, so that's another thing, is that I would have to like be wearing my mask, put my massive hat on, be fully covered, and not spend time in direct sun, which is also difficult. That's another part of kind of my identity, is being a disabled queer person. And so that is a further identity that is just difficult sometimes, because it adds like other challenges that, you know, most of just the regular queer community might not face, of just having to think about how to make this event accessible for me so that I can go and not make myself sick. I can go and enjoy it. You know, I probably can't eat any of the food because I'm allergic to gluten, onions, garlic, nightshades. So like that's a whole other level of my identity that I think can be a little bit difficult to navigate, is that kind of accessibility part of being a queer individual. So yeah, just like overlapping identities are fun to think about and talk about as well. So yeah, thanks for coming and celebrating with me. This is just so fun to talk about identity and talk about dating a little bit. I've actually never talked about dating on my channel at all. So yeah, just some little insights into my life, but I'm just feeling really grateful today, just really thankful to be here and be able to talk about this and celebrate, and I'm just feeling really happy today. So thanks for joining me in this celebration, my friends. I will be back to regularly scheduled programming next week. So many health updates, a lot of actually good news, which is really exciting. And I just always have so many video ideas that I want to do. So stay tuned on this journey. I mean, first of all, my skin is clearing up so much. So that's an exciting health update. So stay tuned for more. And I will talk to you all soon, my friends. Happy Pride Month. Thanks for being here. All right. Bye, friends.